let's talk about something that a lot of people they don't like to talk about, especially in the new generation that we live in. Sexual discipline. Sexual discipline is something that a lot of people lack in the world we live in now. And as sad as it sounds, a lot of people praise, just sleeping around whole faces and stuff like that. And yes, it might sound cool, for like men, say, okay, I could sleep with like 10 women in a week or whatever the case might be in a month, right? Or like I got like a higher body count. And people they praise that now, so like we actually losing value of like who we are as people. And sexual discipline is something that is really important, and you need to know how to be sexually disciplined, not just for the sake of others, but for the sake of you. Sleeping around with a lot of people, for some people it might sound fun, right? But at the end of the day, you catching, or there's like a lot of risk that comes with it, which the first one is catching STDs, to getting someone pregnant, having multiple baby mamas, and the list goes on. It's wasting your money. I'm saying? You're wasting a lot of money because on your grinding, work on the things that you really need to work on, that's going to improve your life, right? So you just spending all this time chasing women instead of like chasing your dreams and the things that that are actually going to make your life be better in the future. A lot of people they don't think about retirement plan. They don't think about the job that they actually want in the future. The job when you get to a certain age, when you have a family, you want to be able to provide for your family. But sexual discipline is something that if you do not have, you're gonna end up like just falling into little traps. You know what I'm saying? Like the devil works overnight. And then let me say this again: the devil always works overnight. So you could spend a lot of time chasing women, and chasing your purpose, chasing your dreams. And by the time you hit 30, not just 30, but the time you hit 40, what I'm saying, even 25, even 45, 50, the age does not matter. But it might be too late for you to really get back and like do the things that you need to do for you to be where you want to be in life. We all have goals, we all have things that we want in life, but only a little percentage of people are able to reach their goals, what I mean? And that is because they actually have the discipline, they have the motivation and the discipline to keep on going when things get hard. They don't find a little solution, or they feel a little bit emotional, so they find a little loophole to use, or like an excuse, or not a loophole, but like an excuse, right? That you use like an excuse for them to do certain things that they know is not right for that moment, right? So for someone like me, I'll use myself as an example. I've been on semen retention for a couple years. You know what I mean? And I don't plan on just having any sexual intercourse with any person unless we're like in a serious relationship that might lead to marriage. And now before I'll just be in a relationship. But like now if I'm in a relationship, it's something that I'm not just picking because I feel like I'm lonely, or like I feel like I need people around me. You know what I'm saying? Now if the person that I'm choosing is someone that I really see we have, the person has great values, you know what I mean? And she could be like the best fit for me and my future family, when we start building a family. So that's how I look at my future partner now. I don't just look at my partner just because of their parents. Of course, their parents matters, but I'm not just going on based on like, like our sexual intercourse or whatever, right? So if you're someone that wants something better in life, you have to start. It starts by you, and same it starts by you as a person, like how you treat yourself, and same how you respect yourself. Sexual discipline is about respect. It's about you respecting yourself and not trying to just give yourself to any person that just comes away. You know what I'm saying? Temptations is everywhere. It's not like now, it's about to be summertime. Don't be the person that ends up on child support for 18 years just because of a shin dress for $5, just because you seen a girl with a nice behind outside wearing a dress for $5 from Shein, and then that's gonna cost you 18 years in child support. Don't be that person. So you gotta know how to be sexually disciplined. You know what I mean? And the other thing, being sexually disciplined, it saves you from different energies. So like I said, like I read this on one of the articles, and it talked about like how when you have sexual intercourse with a person, what tends to happen is that during that time that you have sexual intercourse with that person, you guys exchange energies. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see that sometimes you might feel me, you might catch a body, and then after that you feel depressed, you feel low, you feel me? Like you feel like you don't want to do anything, you feel weak, right? It's because that person's energy is weak, and that energy is coming towards you. Now you have the same energy. So you have to be able to protect your energy. Energy is something that a lot of people they really don't look at and they take slightly. But you need to understand energy is really important. And with energy, you gotta understand that like you could just when you're like a great person, right? Sometimes in life when you're a great person, you could just feel other people's energies. You understand me? You could just feel like, okay, this person has bad energy. Like, when they say, I don't like that person because they got bad energy, it's because like you could feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just feel the energy. It's in the you could just feel when the person is around you in your presence, you could feel like the energy is not good. So that's the same way. So now when you know the person has bad energy, but then you still sleep with that person. Now you have the same energy as that person. Understand me? Now you weak. You can't even chase your dreams. You can't even be the person you really want to be. Work on the things that you want to work on that's going to benefit you and make you grow as a person. Understand me? So those are the things that like you really need to know and understand in life. You know what I mean? And in the new generation that we live in, like sex is something that is just taken slightly. But if you want to be different, and you really want to have like a bright future, I'm not saying like everyone who's like having sexual intercourse with everyone, they cannot have a bright future. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that like it's not cute. I'm saying it's not cool. Like you might catch something, you might even have 20 kids. There's like people that I know that got like multiple kids at the age of 23. Understand me? And they're not even taking care of those kids. They can't even take care of themselves. So you don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start a family, you want to make sure that you're able to provide for your family. That's a real man. A real man is able to take care of his family, him and his family. You don't want to be the person that you just waste time. Like now you don't even do anything that for your kids, for your wife, whoever the person might be. You understand me? So that's today's video. I just wanted to talk about, I'm at the gym. I just finished. I'm about to go to work right now. And if guys, if you like those videos, if you made it this far, I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for watching my content. And if you're new, please like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss on my next drops. I try to drop as many videos as I can, but I'm usually busy, but I'll be trying my best, right? So until next time, guys. And like I said, have sexual discipline because it's something that we lack in today's generation. And until next time.